feel like I wasn't even going to talk about this. I wasn't. One of you, I think, mentioned it in the comment section. Nene Leakes. I feel like we have this conversation. I feel like we have this conversation about Nene Leakes and Real Housewives of Atlanta every 3.5 months. Let me just start off by saying this. I absolutely love Nene Leakes. You know, Nene started to get on my nerves towards the end of her Real Housewives of Atlanta career because I felt like Nene started smelling herself. And I didn't like how Nene would not, come to the reunions and she would halfway participate, basically. Girl, the girl's trying to put on the show and you sitting there with your face scrunched up, you know? But I still love Nene Leakes. I wish Nene could come back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. So Nene Leakes shares tweet about deserving grace and returning to Housewives. So this is according to People.com. So earlier this year, the Real Housewives of Atlanta alum filed a lawsuit against Bravo and Andy Cohen, which was ultimately dismissed in August, that alleged a racially insensitive work environment. Nene Leakes apparently has thoughts on Real Housewives' return, though she's letting others do the talking for now. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum reposted a tweet questioning Bravo's sense of grace on Tuesday after Brandi Glanville sparked speculation about her own possible return to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Leakes 55 retweeted a response to a fan account posting about Glanville's fate on Bravo. It's amazing to me how everyone can get an opportunity to return to these housewife shows, but at Nene Leakes, when we know that's a housewife, we know that's how, hold up, but at Nene Leakes, when we know that's housewife or royalist, where is the grace? I don't know what I just read. Though Leakes platformed the sentiment on her account, she did not add her own comment. My head hurt. I really, really hate when we have this conversation because I hate to be like the black man on the World Wide Web saying what I'm saying, but I feel like it only makes sense. It makes sense in my head. I don't know about other folks, but it makes sense in my head. Like in my head, 1+1 =2. And I feel like some people are trying to make me believe that 1+1 = 17. Nene, I think that is. I want to ask y'all a question before we even get into this. Do y'all know that Nene sued like Bravo? I think Truly Original, like girl, the whole Bravo house in what Viacom is it under Viacom, NBC, girl. She sued them all. Like I think so. She sued a lot of people. And she said they was pretty much racist. And I think she said Andy did a little sugar booger. He did a little, he did a little, a little blow. Okay, blow, not that blow, but the other blow. Nene said a lot. And do I believe some of the stuff that Nene said? I do. But it's almost like, Nene, if you even believed, or if you're saying all of these things happened while, you were employed by these folks, why do you want Grace to return to the same work environment? Because from what I understand, the same people that you have a problem with or had a problem with, girl, they're still employed. It's not like when Nene made these claims, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, it's not like when Nene made these claims Bravo and the powers that be over there, they went and cleaned house, right? Andy still got his job. Girl, all of them at Bravo. And I'm sure the other people who she had a problem with or said, were, they knew these things were going on, they still have their jobs too. And I can guarantee you, let me see if Nene still follow Kim Zolciak. Hold up. Because she had a lot to say about Kim Zolciak. Let me see. Where's my Instagram? Here we go. Let me go to Nene's page. Where's she at? There she go. Nene Leakes following. Let me just see if she follow Kim still. Nene Leakes, Kim's. Girl, you had all these issues with Kim and all this stuff, but girl, and I know that IG is not the be all of the world, but girl, we know that IG is big. So if you really have an issue with somebody, the last thing you're gonna do is continue to follow them. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not saying that some of the things that Nene said were a lie, because I believe some of the things that she was saying, but girl, it blows my mind that girl, with all the things that she did say, girl, she still wants to go back to this same employer. And nothing clearly has changed. Again, it would be different if, girl, they had got rid of the people who, were doing these things. But girl, they're still there, so you're going to go back to the same toxic, racially insensitive work environment and deal with the same racially insensitive, toxic people? And it just makes me believe that, girl, Nene, you were only mad because you didn't get your way at the end of the day. And it was all about the money. And you tried to attach yourself to, I hate to say it, the protect black women, the believe black women train, knowing damn well that you didn't even believe the shit your ass was saying. Because you're trying to get back to Bravo as fast as you can. Let me tell you something. I'm not going back to no job where I feel like they treated me wrong. Period. And that's like me having an issue with my boss and then me asking to go back to my job and this motherfucker's still gonna be my boss. Girl, what? Girl, what? Ain't nothing changed. The work environment is still the same. You want to go back to work to a place. Nene went about this the entire. I hate to say that Nene was lying. Again, I believe that some of the stuff that Nene said was true. I just believe that Nene didn't give a damn. Like, that's basically what I'm trying to say. I believe that some of the stuff that Nene claims happened at Bravo happened, but girl, you didn't give a damn. You didn't give a damn until, girl, they told you, girl, whatever happened behind the scenes, I don't know what happened with Nene's contract. But girl, that's when you started to give a damn. Then you went back to, girl, we're gonna go back to season 2 and 3 and 4. But girl, you've been knowing all this shit was happening. Like, I always use Ebony K. Williams as an example, as someone who I believe, and I think she did it the right way. Ebony, from what I understand, I don't know the ins and outs, from Real Housewives of New York. There was some shit going on over there in New York. Miss Thing with the HR. It wasn't none of that, girl, I'm going to wait 13 seasons. Nene, some stuff happened over there at Nene's job. Nene goes to HR after she get her walking papers. If it was really an issue, you should have went when it was going on. But clearly it's not an issue because you want to go back to this place that you say is a hot ass mess. And the same people still work there. And you still follow this woman who you say was part of the problem. I don't get it. I really don't. And y'all need to stop acting like Nene just didn't sue the dog fuck out of these people, girl. She called these people racist and cokeheads and all types of shit. That's why Nene not working at Bravo, y'all. Let me ask y'all an honest question. And don't lie. Tell the truth. Or shame the devil. Okay? Tell the truth and shame the devil. That's what I meant to say. If you were an employer, an employee decided to sue you and say all of these things that Nene said, and then all of a sudden, girl, she starts throwing out there in the universe on Twitter, social media, that she low-key want her job back. What would you do? Yes, we know that this employee, once upon a time, was the employee of the month, right? Right? They were the top sales associate. They were $1 million seller, right? They helped move this company into another direction. But then they get upset, and then they sue you, and they say these things, and then they start to see that allegedly, we don't know if this is true or not. I think Kim Zolciak was filming with Sheree. Sheree is whack, if that's true. Kim Zolciak, I think Lisa Wu, they say, was filming this season. I think Deshaun. So you have all these OGs returning, filming scenes this season, allegedly. And then Nene Leakes, the top dog, the top sales associate, right? After she has sued you and made these claims, what would you hire her back? In real life? Or would you say the door is closed, bitch, and don't you ever come knocking no more? Because that's what I'm going to say. I want Nene back. I do. But it's not going to happen, y'all. It's a wrap. If Nene comes back to Bravo, I will be, when I tell you, baby, I will be surprised. If Nene made it back to Bravo anytime soon, bitch, I think they will cancel the Real Housewives of Atlanta before Nene came back. Nene not working at, not go, anything that got to do with what NBC, Nene ain't gonna never be an employee ever again. Y'all have to realize what happened and the claims that Nene, she brought against this company. I think the reason why the other ladies are given this grace, or these opportunities to possibly return to the show, for appearances or a friend role, or even probably potentially get a peach in future seasons, is because of the way that they left. Girl, Sheree done got fired 15 times, and Sheree ain't never kicked, hollered, and screamed like Nene Leakes did. Even when Kenya, they pulled that stunt with Kenya when Kenya didn't want them to, capture her marriage on film, and then they, suck it to Kenya, and then, I heard they tried to reduce her pay, give her a friend role or something like that. Girl, I don't remember the whole thing, but girl, even Kenya, girl, she bowed out, then came back a season later. Look at Cynthia. Cynthia was offered. Girl, here go Bailey calling me. When I tell y'all, Bailey know how to call. She know how to call. I can't even answer this phone because I know it's her. I'm gonna call her back. Girl, I gotta answer because it might be something important. Hold up, y'all. Girl, so my niece Bailey, she knows how to call people on FaceTime now. Girl, I'm not lying to y'all. I was gonna post the screenshot. When I tell you Bailey called me 19 times the other day. Girl, I swear to God. Girl, I was like, and this is what she'll call you, and then she'll look at the camera, and you'll say, "Hey, Bailey," then she'll walk off. And if you just talking like, "Bailey, where are you at, Bailey?" But if you hang up, she'll call you back. And then she'll see if you're on the phone, then she'll walk off. And then if she don't hear nothing, she'll come back and see if you're on the phone, then she'll call you back. Or even if she like just sitting there looking at you on the phone, you'll say bye. Girl, here she goes. Girl! She calling me from phone now. Girl, hold up, y'all. Okay, girl. So, girl, even if you tell her bye, because she knows what bye means. If you say bye, Bailey, she'll end the phone call and then she'll call you right back. You want to say Miss Thing called me 19 times the other day? 19 times. Girl, even my sister was like, you're going to have to stop picking up the phone because if you keep picking up, she's going to keep calling. So, and of course, I kept picking up the phone like a fool. It was a couple of times I ignored it, then I felt bad. I was like, girl, she calling me, I got to pick up the phone. I was thinking, girl, you acting like I was thinking in my head, girl, did I tell you I was going to give you $1? Because you're calling me like I owe you. Bailey was calling my phone like I owed her $1. Okay? Anyways, child, what was I saying? Nene Leakes to the other girls. I'm just saying to the other girls, the way that they, when they, left the show, they didn't go hollering, kicking, and screaming like Nene Leakes. So it is a chance that people are going to work with you again because of how you handle your business. Nene didn't handle her business the right way. I think what it is too, I'm going to go ahead and say it, I think a lot of y'all Nene fans, when I've told my friend this, girl, y'all really were gassing Nene up. And I think Nene was allowing y'all to gas her up. And now that bitch is unemployed. Because y'all had Nene thinking that, girl, she was running Bravo. And Nene don't run shit. Clearly. Nene is an employee, not the employer. There's a big difference. And if y'all don't know, y'all know today. There is a difference between the employee and the employer. There's a difference between the motherfucker who can say you're hired and the one that can say you're fired versus girl, Nene. I'm just saying. Nene should have left more gracefully, and she didn't. And she messed it up for herself. And now she begging and clawing to try to come back to Bravo, and girl, they just not having it. Girl, bitch, it's a cold day in hell when they got Deshaun. I said Deshaun? Girl, I don't remember shit about Deshaun. Deshaun? Girl, I said the girls, they said Deshaun is supposedly taping. I said, bitch, it's a bitch. If they don't take Deshaun, girl, Lisa Wu, okay. Deshaun, girl, where? They said, bitch, we'll take Deshaun before I fool with Lanithia again. That's when you know it's bad. Okay? Girl, I'm done. Let's move on. I done talked about Nene for too long. Kim Kardashian says never say never when asked about having more children and remarrying. 4th time's a charm. Girl, sit your ass down. Celebrity socialite Kim Kardashian keeps a glass half full when it comes to her love life. The 42-year-old reality star recently shed a bright light. I think it's kind of shady. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I know some of y'all gonna roll y'all eyes, but I think it's kind of shady this far in Kim Kardashian's career that, girl, people are still considering her a celebrity socialite and a reality star. Even though she is a reality star, but girl, Kim ain't no billionaire. Girl, just off being a celebrity socialite and a reality star. Girl, it's raining. Girl, I didn't know it was gonna rain tonight. Was that rain? I don't know what that was. That sounded like rain. Anyways, during a recent interview, Kardashian shared she could never say she doesn't want more children or to be married again. The Skims owner filed for divorce from famed musician husband Kanye West back in February. Settlements. It's rain. Were reportedly finalized between the two this November. West and Kardashian share 4 children together: North, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm. Earlier this month, the entrepreneur opened up about the difficulties of co-parenting following the divorce, stating, "It's really effing hard. I had the best dad, and I had the best memories and the greatest experience, and that's all I want for my kids, as long as they can have that." Um, However, it seems having more kids in the future is certainly still a possibility. Speaking on whether or not she'd ever consider adding more children to the bunch, Kim stated, "I just don't want to say never. I'm obviously right at the end of that conversation and would have to have someone in my life for a while to make that decision." Um, Girl, anyways, I'm tired of talking about Kim. Girl, it is what it is. If Kim want to get married again, get married again. I want to say something. I'm a shake the table just a little bit. I remember once upon a time, girl, that people did not want the punks in the dykes. Girl, y'all would not like the punks and the dykes and the trannies and all of us to get married. Girl, y'all did not want us to get married, child. Okay, y'all didn't want nobody of the LGBTQ to get married, honey. Y'all out here just playing with marriage. Every time I look up, girl, y'all half y'all on y'all second, third, fourth, fifth marriage. But girl, y'all don't want the gays to get married. Girl, y'all make a mockery out of marriage every motherfucking day. Okay, this bitch talking about she want to get married for the fourth time. Girl, I'm not saying Kim don't want the gays and the girls and the guys and everybody else in between to get married. But I just remember a time, and girl, even to this day, girl, some of y'all still believe that gays don't have the right to marriage. And girl, y'all out here, girl, getting married, cheating on your wives, getting married, cheating on your husbands, getting married, having outside babies. But y'all don't want us to get married. Because it's so sacred. Girl! Y'all already fucked it up. Let us have a part in it too. That's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna leave it alone. Jen Shaw, shut up. One of the victims of the telemarketing fraud scheme that Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Jen Shaw faces prison time over wrote an emotional letter to the court ahead of the reality star's upcoming sentence. Radar Online has obtained the letter written by an unidentified victim. The note was submitted by prosecutors who demand Jen Shaw be sentenced to 10 years behind bars. As we previously reported earlier this year, Shaw pled guilty to one count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. In court, she accused of playing a key role in a scheme that preyed on elderly individuals. The scheme involved offering packages for people to help them start their own online businesses. However, many said that they never made any money despite continuing to spend thousands. Shaw believes she should only serve 3 years. In the new letter written by one of Shaw's victims, she said, I can't begin to tell you the emotional, mental, physical, and financial anguish this has put on me as well as my family. I almost lost everything that I worked for as well as my life, and almost cost me my marriage as well as ruining my kids' lives for eternity. What I thought started out to be an investment in a company that I could pass on to my children if the business got off the ground successfully ended up almost ruining all of our lives. She said, when I thought you were all legitimate business people helping me start out a new business that would be a great venture, totally turned our lives upside down. That got to be right. Within a very short period of time, the loss of over $100,000, that's a lot of money. The loss of over $100,000 due to the cost of starting up the business, your educational programs to get a successful business going, supplies, amongst other things, and taxes, which because I'm Canadian, I wasn't supposed to pay taxes, so I didn't get the tax return you told me I would receive. All I have in return is a pile of debt that I have to recover from. I had to remortgage my house, and because of that, I almost ended up in a divorce. I had to make excuses as to why I had so many bills I had to pay. Ooh, girl. The victim said the ordeal took a toll on her health. I couldn't let my family know what was happening because I didn't want them to worry and also be extremely angry with me for getting involved in such a scam. This caused me severe anxiety and was physically sick. I'm sure she was. Whoever this was, I don't know. I think it was. I think it was a man. I think a woman is writing this. I had severe headaches and sick to my stomach and no sleep for months. I lost a day. I lost a day's pay because I was so upset I couldn't work. I stayed at my place of employment in my office while I cried my eyes out. Ooh, girl. I ain't gonna read the rest of this. I'll put the link so y'all can finish reading it. Jen, you a hot ass mess. Jen need to take her ass to jail. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. What the fuck I'm apologizing for? Jen need to take her ass to jail. Let me tell you something. You know how like when you hear stories and how can I say this? Depending on who the victim is, it can make a story way worse, right? Worser than what it could have been if it was somebody else. So like if Jen would have scammed me or you out of some money, it would still be bad because she scammed somebody out of some money. But when you add in that, girl, these were elderly folks. I don't know if everybody, of all of them were, elderly or not, but when you add in that factor, it takes it to another level. Because now you scamming old folk. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, that is so low down and dirty. You see what I'm saying? It's like it's one thing for a grown man or a woman to be, abused. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. But when you hear about it happening to children, it's like, oh my God. Adds like a whole nother level to it. That's what I'm trying to say. It's bad either way. But when you hear that this bitch was out here abusing old folk and getting over old folk, it's like, damn. You have to be a low down, dirty bitch to do some shit like that. And this bitch talking about this bitch talking about, can you just give me 3 years? Girl! No, bitch, you better hope I don't add a zero onto the end of it. Girl, get your ass out of my courtroom and do that. You gonna do this 10. Girl, you dirty. You low down. And quiet as it come, quiet as it come. I don't care what none of y'all got to say. Coach Shaw, bitch, I got some questions for you too. Sorry. I got some questions for Coach Shaw. Y'all know I'm sorry, I'm sticking to that. And yes, I don't want to hear nobody say I'm defending the white lady. I just feel it's different for Erica Jane. Erica Jane came into that situation with that man having all that money and having that house. Coach Shaw been with this lady since college. So I'm trying to figure out how you ain't know nothing. Hello? But I'm gonna let it go. Coach Shaw, if you need somebody, if you need somebody, call me. Call me. Satisfaction guaranteed. I give you what you need. Hey, call me. Call me, baby. Oh, there's my microphone on. It's still on. Now I can't cook. I can't clean. But I'll take that ring. Girl, no, I won't, girl. Girl. Coach Shaw is so fine to me. Coach Shaw is fine to me, baby. Anyways, all right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.